Well, good morning. Welcome back to the Family Ministry Moment. Welcome back to my morning walks. I'm out here. It's a beautiful spot. There's like boats on the water. It's a gorgeous day. It's been raining all morning, but it's nice now, and I'm just loving it. Loving being able to be out in nature and to be able to be a part of the world, connecting with new people. It's kind of fun. And speaking of connecting with new people, I've been having a lot of conversations lately with folks, both in person and online, about just a lot of the stuff that's going on in the world. One of the benefits, and I guess catches, of getting to know more people is that a lot of times you end up having some really interesting conversations with folks. One of the things we've been talking about a lot lately with people is this thing called discernment. It's this idea that you should be able to figure out right from wrong or good from bad. And I guess it's an interesting conversation, and it's really not that simple. I was talking to somebody about it recently, and I was looking at the scripture in Hebrews, which Hebrews 5:14 says that the mature can eat solid food, right? And it helps them understand, intentionally understand the difference between good and evil. And what the writer in Hebrews is talking about is that as you get older, you can have solid food, right? When you're babies, you're little, you're eating mushy food, you can't really process much, and even as little kids, you're still kind of figuring the food out, but then as you get older, you're able to eat more solid food and eat more adventurous food and eat different diversities of food, and without it making you sick or ill. And that's a good thing, and it helps you figure out what's good for you and what's bad for you. And that's what the writer in Hebrews is talking about, that as you mature, you can take in more, and it helps you figure out what's good for you and what's bad for you. And I think that that's a really important job for us as parents, as leaders, as guardians of young people. I mean, especially even for young people. So whether you're a student listening to this, watching this as well, as we grow older, we mature. And we can figure out what's good and what's bad for us, and what's good and what's bad for us in our relationship with God. And that's different for all people. It's not the same. You know, for some folks, what lifts them up and brings them closer to God might be different than it is for others. I know for a lot of folks that as they practice their skills, as they hone in on their talents and their arts, it helps deepen the relationship with God as they get better at what they do. I know for a lot of folks, especially even for myself, as I do more kind of connectional stuff, as I'm doing more where I'm connecting with people and relating with folks and helping and supporting folks, I get to deepen my relationship with them, but I also deepen my relationship with God. I know that's good for me, and I know that when I'm not doing that, it hurts my relationship with God. When I'm not supporting other folks, when I'm not there for other people. I know a lot of people are like, well, that's kind of natural. I'm like, for some it's not. And I know there are days when I'm kind of more recluse and I'm not feeling people. You ever heard those days where you're just not feeling people? And when that happens, I notice even my relationship with God is kind of hurts a little bit. And so my encouragement to you is find the things in your life that lift you up, that help your relationship with God, help your relationship with the people around you. Because it's really important that we fill our daily lives with stuff that helps us feel more joyful, not just happier, but joyful, right? And you know, it's not just about discerning the things that are in front of you. You know, you can't just figure out what's right and wrong if you're not experiencing new things. So I super encourage you to go out and experience new stuff. Listen to new music, watch new shows, connect with new people, experience new cultures. Because as we do that, it helps us figure out what works for us and what doesn't. What helps us grow in a relationship with God and with each other, and what doesn't. We can't learn to grow if we're sitting in our own silos, right? Even a potted plant needs to have its soil changed once in a while. And I learned that because we're trying to raise a basil plant in our house in a little apartment, and I had to change the soil, otherwise that sucker was gonna die. So you gotta keep changing your soil, gotta keep changing the place where your roots are set so that you can continue to grow. So my encouragement to you is make sure that happens with you each day. Try to make it happen. Happiness is a state of being, and I feel like joyfulness is a state of exuberance, right? It goes It goes from just a simple act of being happy to being exuberant, to being completely filled with joy about the things that are happening around you, and sharing that infectious love with other people. So my encouragement to you is continue to find things that lift you up, help you draw closer in relationship with God. Find the people that do that. Find the things that do that. And you know what? Help your friends and family do that too. You help the people that you love most grow in that way. I'm sure there are things in their lives that you're aware of that they're good at. Help them grow deeper into those things so that their relationship with God can improve, right? So that's my encouragement to you this week. I hope to catch you at church. I know that this week we have, it's already first service time again, and we'll be having one service Sunday at 10 o'clock. And we'll be having lunch together afterwards. It is potluck, so hopefully y'all bring something fun to eat, and we get to experience some new stuff with each other. So join me at 10 for worship service. Wait, no, is it 10? Yeah, it's 10 for worship service. And then we will get together afterwards for lunch. So I'm hoping to see a whole bunch of y'all this week. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll connect with you this weekend. This is Manu. See you later.